How's it going, everybody? My name is Bradley. Today we're going to be doing a chair strength workout at home. The equipment that I have is a dining room table chair, a pillow that we're going to be using for core exercises later on, so we don't need it at first. I'm just going to toss it to the side. And then for my weights, I'm going to be using 2 full water bottles. You can use anything you have laying around the house, but I'm going to use these today. I'm not going to get into a full warm-up this morning. I know there's a lot of great warm-ups on the YouTube channel, so go ahead, pause the video, check those out, and then feel free to come back. So today's workout, we're going to have 5 upper body movements, 6 lower body movements, and then 5 core exercises. We're going to start with upper body. I'm going to run through all 5 exercises first, and then back through again with intensity modifications and things like that. So we're just going to go ahead and get started. The first exercise we're going to do today is incline push-ups. So what you're going to want to do, get your hands shoulder width apart on the chair. You want to keep a nice neutral posture in the back. You don't want to be too overextended here like this. We're just going to stay nice and neutral. We're going to do 10 push-ups here, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and rep them out. I'm going to count them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, keep going there. One thing you really want to make sure to do, keep those elbows at a nice 45-degree angle to your chest. If you go too far out, it's going to put a lot of extra strain on your shoulder girdle, and we don't want that, okay? So go ahead and finish those up. Good work, okay? Our next exercise is going to be back rows. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to sit right here in front of the chair. Legs shoulder width apart, nice and even in front of you. I'm going to grab my weights here. We're going to hinge at the hips. So I'll turn. You're just going to hinge at the hips. Again, keeping a nice neutral spine. What we're going to do, drop our weights to our side here, and we're going to pull them straight back. We're going to do 10 reps here. Good work. What you really want to think about doing here is retracting your shoulder blades together, squeezing something in the middle of your back. Good work, everybody. All right, so our next exercise, we're going to be working our biceps. We're going to be doing just regular curls. So I'll turn to the side here. Again, nice neutral back. We're going to keep that neutral back for the majority of our workout today. We're just going to do single arm bicep curls. We're going to do 10 each side, and then we're going to switch, okay? If you do want to make it a little more difficult, what we're going to do is give it a nice squeeze at the top and drop it down. Keep a nice controlled motion. You don't want to be swinging too far back this way, too far up. Just hinge at the elbow there, okay? So go ahead and switch sides. We're going to count out 10 here. Don't forget to breathe during your movements too. Breathe on the way up, exhale on the way down. Good work, everybody. All right, so once you get 10 on each side, we're going to move into a tricep overhead extension. For me, I'm going to start with 1 water bottle at first using both hands. You can do 1 water bottle per hand and do a single extension. So I'll turn to the side here so you can see my movement. I'm going to get nice and tall here, reach as high to the sky as I can, keeping a nice neutral back. I'm going to reach up and extend at the elbows, okay? So we'll go ahead and do 10 again. One thing you want to keep in mind here is keeping your elbows as close together as possible. You don't want them to get too far out here. It's just going to place a lot of extra strain on places you don't want it. We really want to focus on the triceps right here, okay? All right, so now for our final set of this exercise, we're going to be doing 2-way shoulder raise. So go ahead, grab both weights if you have any. We're going to drop them to the side here, and we're just going to raise them up just like this, palms facing down. Give it a squeeze at the top, drop them back down, and then out to the side like a T. Notice how I'm not swinging. I have a nice controlled movement here. Squeeze those shoulders at the top. You're going to do 5 each direction, okay? So 10 reps total. Good work there. And done. Okay. So now that we've got those 5 upper body movements done, we're going to go back through. I'm going to try to add some intensity modifications if I didn't already. So we'll go back to our incline push-ups. Again, keeping a nice 45-degree angle between the elbows and the body there. Go ahead and do 10 or split it up into multiple sets if you do need. If you do want to make it a little more difficult, you can go ahead and put your toes on the chair and do a decline push-up. I'll go ahead and show you what that looks like right here. So again, toes on the chair, and we're just going to do a couple decline push-ups. All right, once you got 10, we're going back into our bent over rows. So I'll turn the chair here for you guys. Hinge at the hips. Don't want to be hinging at the shoulders or the back. You want to keep a nice neutral posture. We're going to bend over again at the hips. Okay. So I'll illustrate that from the front here. And we're pulling back, retracting those shoulder blades, trying to squeeze something between our back here. Go ahead and do 10 reps. Good work, everybody. Okay. Once you got 10 of those, we're going to move back into biceps. So again, single bicep curls. Hinge at the elbow. We don't want to be swinging too far back, too far forward. We're just getting a nice bicep curl here. If you do want to make it a little bit more difficult and intense, you can do what's called a Zomling Curl. So you'll go up with your weight, turn your palm over, and lower it slowly to the ground. That's going to get some extra work on your triceps there. Good work, everybody. Switch arms whenever you're ready there. Good work. I'm just going to do a couple more here. We'll move back into our tricep overhead extension. All right. So again, I'm going to be using the single water bottle for this. We want to keep our elbows nice and close to our head. Get down to about 90-degree bend at the elbow. Come straight back up and squeeze those triceps at the top. I'm going to do 10 repetitions here again. If you would like to make it more difficult, like I said earlier, go ahead and grab both your water bottles. Do single overhead extension. Trying to keep those elbows as close in as possible. Good work. All right. So now our final exercise before we take a quick water break, we're going to do our two-way shoulder raises again. 5 reps on each way. So we're going to start, raise them up to the front, palms down, give your shoulders a nice squeeze, control movement back down, and then out to the side. Give it a nice T motion, and then back down. That's 1. I'm going to go ahead and do 5 total repetitions here. 2, 3, 4, and last one. Here we go. 5. Good work, everybody. Go ahead and drop those weights. If you need, take a quick breather, pause the video, grab a drink of water, and I'll be right back. Okay. So now we're going to move on to our legs. So we're going to be working our quadriceps first, or front of our thighs here. We're just going to be doing little squats here on the chair, so I'll turn sideways so you can see my movement. I like to keep my feet about shoulder width apart, angle my toes out about 45 degrees, but whatever's comfortable for you, that works perfect. All we're going to be doing, hinging at the waist first, and then just dropping down, sitting on the chair, coming back up. I like to give it a nice squeeze in my glutes, my hamstrings, and my quads at the top. So we'll go ahead and do 10 of those. I like to keep my hands right in front right here. You can put them out in front or to the side, whichever is most comfortable for you. Go ahead and do 10 repetitions there. Notice how I'm keeping a nice neutral spine. I'm not bending over too much like this. You just want to stay nice and tall in here. All right, I'll do 2 more. Good work, everybody. Okay, so our next exercise is going to be standing hamstring curls. I'm going to turn the chair so you can see me. I'm going to brace myself on the back of the chair. It adds a little bit more stability. Again, standing nice and tall. I'm going to put the foot that I'm not moving in the middle of my body. Gives me a little bit more stability. And I'm going to just curl the hamstring just like this, bending at the knee. I like to keep my toe dorsiflexed. What you really want to focus on here, squeezing your hamstring, glute, and lower back here. Get a nice good contraction. Good. Okay. Flip it around. I'll go to this side now. We're going to do 10 each leg here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good job. All right, so from here, we're going to be doing leg swings. So it's going to be a nice controlled movement. We're not going to get too explosive here. Move all the items out of your way. What I'm going to do, again, placing my opposite foot in the middle of my body, bracing myself on the back of the chair. I'm just going to swing out as far range of motion as I can go while keeping a nice neutral posture. Notice how I'm not leaning too far to the side that I'm not swinging to. All you want to do is stay right here. Good. We're going to do 10 each leg. After 10, go ahead and switch. You really want to feel the contraction on your outside of your glute, outside of your leg. Good work. Go ahead and flip around so you can see this side. Right. 5 more here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. So now moving on, we're going to be doing the opposite leg swing direction. We're going to be working our adductors or the inside of our thighs here. What we're going to do, again, foot that's not moving is going to be in the middle of my body, and I'm just going to start slightly outside my shoulders, move it in just a little bit, okay? Far range of motion as you can get. I'm going to do 10 on this leg and then 10 on the opposite leg, okay? Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and flip around again so you can see. 2, 3, 4. Keep a nice neutral posture there. Feel the burn on the inside of your thigh. 2, and 1. Good job. All right, so now we're going to take a seat again. We're going to be moving on to our calves. I like to do seated calf extensions. So I'll move back here so you can kind of see my feet. What I'm going to do, I'm going to keep a nice neutral posture again. Nice and tall. My legs are about 90 degrees here, and our ankles are about 90 degrees. What we're going to do is just raise those heels as high off the ground as you can go. Give it a squeeze for 2 or 3 seconds. Drop it down. We're going to do 10. If you want to make this a little bit more difficult, what you can do is when you come up, squeeze for 3 seconds, return to a neutral position, and then lift your toes as high as you can. You're going to work your anterior tibialis there. Just a couple more here. All right. So now our final leg exercise for this set is going to be a standing glute swing. So what we're going to do, get nice and tall. I'm bracing myself on the chair here. Leg that's not moving is going to be in the middle of my body. What I'm going to do is kick that leg straight back, squeezing both my glutes, my hamstrings, and my lower back again. Okay, we're going to do 10 each leg. Really feel the burn in your lower back. Good. Have a nice controlled movement. Okay, switch to the opposite leg there. 10 on that one. On the next one, we're going to go back through all the same leg movements. I'm going to add some modifications, make it a little more difficult if you like. Good work, everybody. Okay, so now we're going back to our sit to stand movement, our squats on the chair. For this one, I'm going to grab my weights. If you want to make it a little more difficult, go ahead and grab your weights as well. Again, I keep my feet just slightly about shoulder width. I like to point my toes out 45-degree angle and keep a nice neutral back. I'm going to do 10 repetitions here. Good work, everybody. Turn to this side so you can see my posture. Remember, hinge at the waist first. All right, 2 more here. Good job. Okay. Again, we'll be going back to our hamstring curls. So we'll be standing behind the chair here. On this one, I'm going to make it a little bit more difficult, add the element of stability. So I'm going to take my hands off of the chair and place them on my hips. What I'm going to do is just curl my hamstring again. Keep that ankle dorsiflex, keeps your hamstring there engaged. At the top, just give your hamstrings and glutes a nice squeeze. We're going to do 10 on this side. We're going to switch. And again, if it is more comfortable for you at home to keep those hands on this chair, that's absolutely okay. Okay, we're going to do 5 more here. And 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so now we're going back into our swinging legs. Again, foot that's not moving, middle of our body. Brace yourself on the chair if that's comfortable. For this one, I'm going to keep my hands on my hips, add a little bit of stability there. We're just going to swing out as far range of motion as you can get. Remember, we're not leaning too far to the side like this. We're staying nice and tall, having a good posture. Don't forget to draw that belly button into your spine, really engage the core here. Okay, go ahead and flip to the other side. Good. Should feel it on the outside of your glutes there, outside of your leg. Good work, everybody. I'm going to do 2 more here. All right, so now we'll go back to our adductors, working the inside of our thigh again. What I'm going to do, I'm going to brace myself on the chair for this one. We're just starting slightly outside our shoulders, swinging in, give it a nice squeeze, 2 to 3 seconds, and back out. Work, everybody. Okay, do 2 more here. We'll switch legs. Good work. Again, if you do want to make it more difficult on yourself, go ahead and release those hands off the chair. I like to place them on my hips so you can put them out to side, out in front, whichever you're most comfortable with. Good work. I'm going to do 2 more exercises here. Take another break, get some water. All right, so I'm going to go back into my calves. Again, nice tall posture, 90 degrees at both the knee and the ankle joint. And we're just going to raise those heels as high as we can. Give it a good squeeze at the top. Feel that burn in the back of your calf there. Again, if you want to make it more difficult, you can raise those toes at the end. Or if you really want, you can place your hands on your knees and add just a little bit of resistance on your own. Good work, everybody. 10 reps there. Okay. Our final leg exercise, we're going to go back to our glutes. Standing glute swing. I'll turn back this way for you. I'm going to brace myself. Leg that's not swinging in the middle of my body, give me extra stability. I'm going to squeeze the glute on the way back there. Really squeeze your hamstring. Squeeze that lower back. A nice burn in there. Okay. Do 2 more here. We'll switch legs. Good work, everybody. Almost there. Good job. All right. Okay. Go ahead, pause the video if you need. Take a little breather, get some water. I know I'm going to have a sip of water here for a minute. We're going to move into our 5 core exercises and we'll be done. Okay. So for our first exercise, I'm going to prefer to use a pillow. It's just a little bit more comfortable on my back on the chair. I'm going to place it right on the seat there. What I'm going to do, I'm going to sit as far on the edge as possible for this chair that's comfortable for me. I'm going to have my legs 90 degrees again, and I'm going to lean back as far as I can without overly straining myself. We're hinging at the hips, not at the back, not at the shoulders, not at the neck. We're keeping everything in line. We're just going to do 10 crunches right here. Nice, slow and controlled movement. I don't have the greatest range of motion here, so do what's ever comfortable for you. I'm going to do 10 repetitions here. Good work. All right. Once you hit 10 there, I'm going to go ahead and just leave the pillow on the chair. It's comfortable. We're going to do our sitting oblique crunches. So what we're going to do, nice tall posture. I'm going to hinge at my stomach. I'm not moving my shoulders, my arms, my neck. We're just going to move to the side here, okay? You really want to draw that belly button into your spine, engage the core. Stay nice and tall as much as possible. Good work, everybody. We're going to go 5 each side. Beautiful. Okay, so our next one we're going to be doing is seated Russian twist. So again, I'm going to move to the edge of my chair, just give me a little bit more freedom here. My legs are still at 90 degrees. I'm going to hold my hands right about here on my chest, and I'm going to turn and I'm going to touch my hip. Notice how I'm turning my whole body when I do this, okay? I'm not just turning my shoulders, I'm not just swinging my arms around. I'm engaging the whole core, moving my whole upper body. It's all staying in one line of motion. I'm going to do 5 each side here, okay? Good work. All right, one more. Okay. So now while we're seated still, I'm gonna go ahead and do my seated kickouts. So this is really gonna engage your lower core and your hip flexors. So again, I'm sitting at a nice 90-degree angle, good tall posture. My knees are at 90, my ankles are at 90. What I'm gonna do, bring my first leg up just as high as I can. I'm gonna kick it out straight, bring it back, and place it down, okay? So I'm gonna do that out in front here. Bring my opposite leg up, kick it out, bring it back, and place it down. We're gonna do 5 each side. Good work. Don't forget to breathe on this. You really don't want to be holding your breath during any of these exercises. Good, I'll do one more each leg. Work your range of motion here. Don't get overly uncomfortable, but feel it tight in your hip flexors, okay? So now for our last exercise of our core, we're gonna be doing standing bird dogs. So I'm gonna move everything out of the way here. What I'm gonna do, see if I can adjust the chair here. I'm gonna place both hands on the chair, similar to our push-ups, but I want a nice flat back here. I don't wanna be overextended. I don't wanna be way underextended. Just gonna try to keep a nice neutral spine. What I'm gonna do is reach out in front of me as far as I can, get a nice long line. You're gonna hold that for 5 seconds, and then place it down. Switch to the other hand. Good work, everybody. If it is more comfortable for you, you can move those legs a little bit further back or a little bit further in. You just really want to make sure you have a nice neutral spine, okay? Don't get overextended there. This is really going to work the lower muscles in your back. You should feel a nice burn right along here above your hip bones, okay? Awesome. So now we're going to go back through those exercises once again. I'm going to add some intensity modifications, and then we'll be done for the day. So, grab your pillow again. Go ahead, place it on your seat. We're going to be doing 10 crunches. To make it more difficult today, I'm going to add some more weight. So, again, get as far range of motion as you can, whichever's comfortable. You don't want to be straining too far back or you tip over. Okay. Go ahead and do 10. Should feel the burn right around your belly button here. Good job, everybody. All right, once you got your 10, I'm gonna go ahead and rotate. I'm gonna pick up both my weights again. We're gonna move back to our oblique sitting crunches. What you wanna do, hinge at the stomach, not moving your shoulders, your arms as much as possible. You're gonna feel the burn on the sides of your tummy there. Good work, everybody. Remember, let's do 5 each side. Good. So now we'll be moving back to our seated Russian twist. Move to the front of your seat as much as possible again. I'm going to add a weight for intensity. And what we're going to do, move the entire body all as one. 5 each side. Good job, everybody. Don't forget to breathe. Last one here. Good. Okay. So drop those water bottles. We're going to be doing our seated hip flexor movements again. Stand nice and tall. We're going to lift that first leg up as high as we can. Kick it out. Bring it back and place it down. Feel the burn right on your hips there. Stay nice and tall. Doing good, everybody. We're almost there. Alrighty, and for our last exercise, we're going to be standing bird dogs again. This time, if you would like to make it a little more difficult, go ahead and place your hands on there. Remember, nice and neutral spine. I'm going to do my left arm, and I'm going to do my opposite leg. It's kicking it straight out, okay? I'm going to work some balance. Squeeze your glutes. Hold it for 5 seconds there. And then switch. Stick your arm out. Opposite leg. Hold that for 5 seconds there. Back down. We'll do another 5-second hold here. And again, if this isn't comfortable, feel free just to stick the arm out, reach as far as you can. Feel that burn in your lower back. Awesome. Great job, everybody. Thank you for joining me with chair strength today. I really enjoyed having it, and I look forward to seeing you again. Bye.